If these words reach you, know that nothing happens by chance. The universe is speaking to you, not through an algorithm or a banal game of fate, but with a call that allows no misunderstanding. The time has come to abandon questions and take the helm. Thoth did not offer simple techniques of attraction. He revealed the art of vibrational command, a knowledge guarded for those who have eyes to see. The mind becomes an instrument. Reality bends to the will. Take a breath now and listen. You are not a casual observer, but a keeper who rediscovers ancient truths. You are the one who transmits, who decrees. This video is not just content, it is an awakening. Here you will understand the essence of Thoth's mind control, not as mastery of the external world, but as mastery of the inner realm. And when this happens, the universe cannot help but respond. Don't abandon these images before the end, because what you will discover has been veiled for centuries, and today it is revealed to you. But before we begin, let me feel that you are here. A like now is not just a click, it is a seal, an acknowledgement. That gesture tells me that you are ready, that you have consciously chosen to be here. I will see it, and the universe will note it. This is our pact, silent but powerful. Shall we go? The man who masters himself is mightier than he who conquers 1,000 armies, for he has become the master of reality, and his thought is the invisible hand that shapes the world. You have probably heard of manifestation. Visualize, affirm, attract. There is truth in this. It is a crucial step toward conscious creation, illuminating the connection between inner states and outer reality. But what if attraction is only the antechamber of a greater power? What if Thoth teaches something more direct, more powerful? Command. Feel the energetic difference. Attraction often involves waiting, projecting desire outward, implicit trust that an external universe will provide. It can subtly reinforce separation. I am here. My desire is out there. Command resonates with innate sovereignty, intrinsic authority. It does not arise from lack, but from the awareness of being part of a divine intelligence capable of declaring how reality organizes itself around your focused intention. It recognizes your role as a co-creator in the field. It is the difference between asking for a switch and being the one to flip it, knowing that the power is already yours. It is not arrogance, it is recognizing your true nature. The popular law of attraction can unwittingly keep us focused on the perception of lack. Divine command operates from an intrinsic fullness, rearranging the patterns of universal energy from your center of awareness using focused consciousness, high vibration, and unwavering creative will. Imagine a wise ruler issuing decrees. Know that within your awareness you are sovereign. The universe is not separate. It is a reactive medium waiting for your clarity, coherence, and certainty. It does not judge. It simply responds to the clarity and strength of your signal. This shift from attraction to command is subtle but profound. It requires moving beyond wanting to being and knowing. It requires more inner coherence and self-mastery than simple positive thinking. It requires embodying the vibrational reality you wish to experience before it is visible, holding your frequency with unwavering conviction, regardless of temporary appearances. This is the forgotten power, the direct line to shape reality that Thoth reserved for the ready. It is time to evolve beyond asking or waiting. It is time to learn the sacred art of conscious command. Commanding the universe sounds mythic, rooted in deep time, whispered in secret societies, codified in sacred texts by figures such as Thoth, Atlantean priest king, Egyptian god of wisdom, Hermes Trismegistus. His legacy is not just history, he represents a living transmission of actionable power, accessible now to those who seek with sincerity, readiness, and respect. He is the archetype of the perfected human who demonstrates our potential. Thoth was not an abstract philosopher, he was a master architect of consciousness, understanding the cosmic code, the interaction of mind and matter. He saw reality not as fixed, but as a dynamic projection of a deeper source, the universal mind, the all. Crucially, Thoth taught that we, as sparks of that mind, inherently possess the ability to influence that projection. True magic, real alchemy, lies not primarily in external rituals, useful though they are as focusing tools, but fundamentally in the disciplined cultivation of our innate mental and energetic faculties. Focused thought, directed will, refined emotion, coherent vibration. His teachings constantly hinted at a profound secret. The universe, at its core, is mental and therefore inherently susceptible to focused mental influence, deliberate mental command. Consciousness is the ultimate creative force, the sculptor of the world. This knowledge was considered too powerful for the unprepared, carefully guarded, transmitted selectively through mystery schools, often veiled in allegories like the Emerald Tablets. The keepers knew that handing raw power over to hands governed by ego or uncontrolled fear could be catastrophic. Yet the whispers persisted. The Emerald Tablets speak explicitly of keys, vibrations, immense power within, painting a picture of a reality far more malleable and responsive to conscious intent than the consensus paradigm suggests. They speak of mastery of elements within and without. Why reveal these secrets more openly now? Humanity is at a critical evolutionary crossroads. The old paradigms of separation and powerlessness are collapsing. A palpable collective awakening is underway, bringing readiness to reclaim our forgotten heritage, our inherent sovereignty. Thoth's legacy is fundamentally to activate your latent potential now. The same universal principles he mastered are fully available today. Existence still operates on the principle of mind over matter. The eternal secret is to learn how to consciously access, purify, focus, and skillfully direct that infinite mind, starting with your own with the precision, authority, and wisdom of a true commander. This is the priceless legacy that Thoth offers, the master key that unlocks a reality where you are no longer just a participant, but an active and conscious director of the narrative of your life, the universe as a mental construct, the foundation of Thoth's mind control. How can an intangible thought affect a seemingly solid world? The foundation rests on a central hermetic principle of Thoth: all is mind. The universe is mental. Do not treat this as abstract philosophy, but as a practical operating principle. Ultimate reality, the source of all, is essentially like a vast, infinite, living, conscious mind. Consequently, everything we perceive and experience, from galaxies to particles, from laws to thoughts, are fundamentally thoughts, patterns, or vibrations existing within this universal mind. Reality, in its deepest causal sense, is a dynamically unfolding mental construct, a divine thought form in motion. Think of a vivid dream. In it, the world seems real, external, but when you wake up, you realize it was entirely a creation of your mind. Thoth taught that waking reality operates in a similar, though much more complex and stable, way. We are not separate entities within a universe. We are individualized points of consciousness within the boundless universal mind, constantly co-creating our reality through the quality, coherence, and focus of our mental and energetic activity. Our inner state projects our outer world. Quantum physics hints at this. The observer influences the observed, suggesting that reality is not fixed until consciousness interacts with it. The world is more like a reactive screen. This understanding forms the foundation upon which Thoth's concept of mental mastery is built. If the universe is mental, then the primary instrument for influencing it must also be mental. Our individual minds are not isolated. They are intrinsically connected to the universal mind. Through this connection, our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and intentions constantly send subtle yet powerful ripples through the sensitive mental fabric of the cosmos, influencing the probability field from which manifest reality emerges. Every thought is a seed planted in the fertile soil of the universal mind. Most people navigate this mental universe unconsciously, operating on autopilot. Scattered thoughts, inherited beliefs, reactive emotions lead to a reality that seems chaotic or externally dictated. They create by default. Unaware of their power, The teachings of Thoth invite us to evolve from unconscious creation to conscious command. Understanding that the universe responds to mental stimuli, we can deliberately shape those stimuli, becoming the conscious cause instead of the passive effect. We move from puppets of circumstance to weavers of fate. This does not deny physical reality or its challenges, but it does understand the source. The energetic blueprint for experience is designed first in the mind and consciousness. Grasp this viscerally, and commanding the universe ceases to be fantasy and becomes logical possibility. If the universe is mental, mastering your mind, thoughts, beliefs, emotions, focus, vibration becomes the ultimate key to mastering reality. Learn to speak the native language of the cosmos. Focused thought, clear intention, resonant vibration. This is the essential foundation that Thoth has laid. Decoding Thoth's mind control, focus, vibration, and unwavering intent. We have reached the operational core of Thoth's powerful teaching, mind control. Drop the modern connotations of manipulation immediately. The control Thoth spoke of is exclusively internal, supreme mastery over your mental and energetic landscape, the absolute prerequisite for issuing effective commands. This self-discipline requires the diligent and constant cultivation of three interconnected fundamental pillars: laser focus, high vibration, and unwavering intent. These are the three supports of the tripod on which effective command rests. First, focus. In our hyper-distracted world, maintaining a single point of focus is a superpower. Scattered thoughts create scattered results. Direct your mental energy intensely, like a laser, at the desired outcome. Train your mind to remain still, maintaining the vivid image, the tangible sensation, and the absolute knowing of your command without wavering amidst internal chatter or external noise. This takes discipline, regular meditation, mindfulness, consciously directing your attention where you choose, perhaps using hooks like mantras or visual aids. Absolute focus ensures that your mental transmission is clear, powerful, and unmistakable to the universal mind. Carves a clear channel through cosmic noise. Second, vibration. Everything vibrates. Thoughts, emotions, beliefs emit specific frequencies. To command effectively, you must resonate at a high, consistent frequency. Love, joy, gratitude, trust, peace, knowledge. Trying to command abundance from lack or health from fear is like broadcasting static. The signal is distorted. Consciously cultivate elevated states. It's not about suppressing negative emotions, but learning to recognize, process, and transmute them. Constantly align yourself with frequencies that match your command. Your vibration is the carrier wave. The higher and clearer the frequency, the more effective the transmission. Think of it like tuning your radio to the right station. Third, unshakable intention. This goes beyond mere wanting or hoping. It is a deep, unshakable knowing, an absolute belief within you that your command is already a fulfilled reality and potential. Its physical manifestation is only a matter of unfolding. Like a farmer who plants a seed he knows it will grow. It requires transcending conflicting sensory evidence, maintaining the inner vision and feeling of your command as more real than your present circumstances. It fuses focused will and absolute faith in an indomitable force that stamps your command on the subtle fabric of reality. Doubt erodes. Unshakable intention ensures execution. It is a state of being, not just thinking. It is certainty that precedes evidence. Mastering focus, vibration, and intention is the true meaning of Thoth mind control. It is the internal alchemy that transforms a reactive mind into a focused, coherent transmitter of divine command. It requires constant practice and keen self-awareness, but it is the master key that unlocks conscious creation, allowing you to fully step into your inherent power as a commander. Understanding focus, vibration, and intention is crucial. But how do you translate these inner states into commands that the universe recognizes? Through your unique energetic signature. See yourself not just as physical but as a dynamic, complex energy field that constantly emits frequencies based on the sum total of your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and state of being. This signature is your personal vibrational transmission, your frequency signature. It is the energy you constantly radiate. Thoth taught that the universe responds not only to the content of thought, but fundamentally to its frequency. Repeating affirmations mechanically is useless if your underlying signal vibrates with doubt or unworthiness. The signal is distorted. To command effectively requires a deep energetic alignment, consciously tuning your entire being, mind, body, spirit to resonate precisely with the frequency of the reality you command. Commanding abundance, cultivate the genuine feeling and frequency of abundance now. Commanding health, tune into the signature of vitality now. Commanding harmony, embody love now. You must become the frequency of what you want to receive. How do you achieve this attunement? Start with acute self awareness. Carefully observe your habitual thoughts and emotions. What frequencies do you usually transmit? Lack or enough, fear or confidence, contraction or expansion? Honest awareness is the first step toward conscious change. Engage consistently in supportive practices. Meditation quiets noise, allows coherence. Time in nature harmonizes energy fields. Cultivating joy and gratitude, powerful frequency lifters, and deliberately choosing high vibrational inputs, uplifting music, inspiring content, positive associations, all of which progressively raise your base frequency. Specific modalities such as sound healing or energy work can also help clear discordant energies, like tuning an instrument. However, the most powerful tool, as Thoth emphasized, is to consciously cultivate the precise emotional state associated with your fulfilled command. Don't just think about it. Immerse yourself viscerally in the feeling that it is true now. Use your imagination powerfully. Embody its essence. Let the corresponding emotions, relief, joy, gratitude, freedom, peace, flood your being. This sustained emotional resonance rapidly calibrates your energetic signature. By consistently broadcasting the frequency of your fulfilled command, you create a powerful resonant field. The universal mind, recognizing that coherent signal, naturally rearranges energy and circumstances to match it. You become so aligned that the universe effortlessly mirrors your inner state. You become a vibrational match to your command, and the reflection must appear. Issuing your divine commands, practical steps, and sacred language. Understand the foundation, the pillars, the signature attunement. Now comes the crucial moment, issuing your divine command. How do you effectively translate the inner alignment you have cultivated into a clear and powerful directive? The wisdom of Thoth suggests that effectiveness depends less on specific words or rituals, though useful as focusing tools, and more fundamentally on the state of consciousness from which the command is issued, fully embodying the sovereign creator. Practical steps inspired by this wisdom. First, achieve coherence. Center yourself. Enter into inner stillness, deep breathing, meditation, grounding. Quiet the mental chatter. Raise your vibration, gratitude, love. A command issued from inner chaos is ineffective, like shouting into a storm. Clarity is key. Vague commands create vague results. Define precisely the desired outcome. Focus only on the what, the end result experienced as complete. Free yourself from the ego's need to control the how or when. Visualize, feel, know. Be specific about the sensation and state you are commanding. Crucial step, enter fully into the emotional state, the vibrational resonance of the command already manifested. Feel the safety, abundance, or vitality, health. Now engage that frequency. Say to the universe through your being, "This is my established reality," the sacred language of intention, the decree. Language focuses the intention. Make a clear, concise, powerful decree in the present tense. Speak it silently or aloud with calm, centered authority, not desperation or force. Examples: I command perfect health now. I command divine abundance flowing with ease now. Or declare as established fact: I am healthy. I am abundant. Feel the power behind the words. Project with focused will and knowing. Hold clarity, feeling, and decree all together. Consciously project this coherent energy package outward from your core, heart, third eye, into the infinite field of the universal mind. A confident, centered, aware release. Release all attachment and have implicit faith. Once issued, fully release the command. Detach from the need for outcome for happiness. Attachment creates resistance. Have implicit faith that the universal mind has received your command and is orchestrating its perfect manifestation in divine timing. Maintain your vibrational alignment and act promptly upon inspired guidance. Releasing is not resignation. It is deep trust in your power and the responsiveness of the universe. It is knowing that the request is made and delivery is guaranteed. Mastering this process is not a one-time trick. It is cultivating an entirely new and empowered way of being, consistently operating from cause, inner state, rather than effect, outer circumstance. Master these steps. Speak the sacred vibrational language of creation that Thoth understood, the language the universe is waiting for. When practicing divine command, encountering internal resistance is almost inevitable, especially at first. This resistance rarely comes from the universe, but from within. Echoes of old programs, sneaky doubts, deep-seated skepticism, underlying fears. These are inner guardians challenging your sovereignty, shadows guarding the light. Doubt is the most common saboteur, emerging in the perceived gap between command and manifestation. Does it really work? It disrupts your signal, lowers your vibration, undermines intention. Fear also arises, fear of failure, of success, of the unknown, of responsibility. If you command reality, who do you blame? This makes it difficult to fully embrace the role of commander. Deep social conditioning reinforces helplessness, forming limiting beliefs that resist change. Your subconscious may resist abandoning familiar patterns. Navigate these inner echoes not with forced confrontation, but with mindful recognition and deliberate redirection. Acknowledge, don't engage. Notice emerging doubts or fears without judgment. Label mentally. There is doubt. Don't argue with it or identify with it. See clearly that it is an old program. Thank it for trying to protect you. Then gently but firmly return to focus on fulfilling your command. Don't feed it with energy. Reinforce your knowing. Actively reaffirm the fundamental principles. The universe is mental. Focus, vibration, and intention shape reality. I am the commander of my experience. Use affirmations as powerful truth statements to reprogram the subconscious. Write it, speak it, feel it, starve the doubt, feed the faith, withdraw energy from doubtful thoughts, deliberately feed the faith, immerse yourself in supportive knowledge, connect with like-minded people, focus on past successes, even small ones, build evidence for your rational mind, celebrate small victories, patience and perseverance. Reprogramming takes time and consistent effort. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Consistency is key. Every conscious choice to stay focused despite doubt strengthens new neural and energetic pathways. Build the muscle of faith with regular practice, like training for a marathon. Trust the invisible process. Cultivate deep faith in the intelligent process that unfolds beyond immediate sensory perception. Lack of instant physical results does not mean failure. Manifestation often involves invisible energetic shifts first. Trust the perfect orchestration of the universal mind in divine timing. The seed grows underground before it sprouts. Overcoming internal resistance is integral to mastering the command. Purify consciousness, clearing the channel for your decrees. It is the essential journey from default creation to conscious command, guided by the timeless wisdom of Thoth. The commander's responsibility, wielding universal power wisely. To learn divine command is to claim immense creative power to shape reality, to influence energy, to move from observer to creator. But universal law dictates that with great power comes great responsibility. This ability is not just to fulfill fleeting desires. It is a sacred trust that requires wisdom, integrity, compassion, and higher alignment. It is to wield the force of creation itself. Thoth emphasized balance, order, cosmic law. To command irresponsibly, driven by selfishness, greed, control, fear, or revenge, inevitably creates energetic imbalances. Short-term gains may occur, but the law of cause and effect ensures that discordant experiences and karmic repercussions return to the Creator, slowing the growth of the soul. What you emanate comes back, amplified. The true conscious commander understands that his individual will is connected to a greater cosmic will. He seeks to align his commands not only with personal desire, but also with the greater good of all involved. This requires continual introspection. What is the true motivation? Is it from the soul or the ego, love or fear? Does it promote growth and harmony? Refined discernment is crucial. To lead is not to impose the limited perspective of the ego. It is to become a clear channel through which divine intelligence flows in harmony. Use this power consciously to create beauty, facilitate healing, raise consciousness, solve problems constructively, contribute positively. Consider the implications. Commanding wealth. Is it just for indulgence or also to create opportunities, support, contribute? Commanding influence. Is it to dominate or to inspire with integrity? Commanding relationships. Does it respect free will or does it attempt to manipulate? The responsible commander actively cultivates virtues: humility, knowing he is a channel, not the source; compassion, wisdom, integrity. He is the custodian of this power, not its egotistical master. He remains aware that each command sends ripples through the interconnected web of reality. His commands are aimed at win-win outcomes. As you learn the principles of Thoth, engage in wisdom, understand the implications of leadership, align with your higher self, with your soul purpose. Use power not only to get what you want, but to become who you truly are, a conscious, responsible, benevolent co-creator. This ethical foundation ensures that the power you claim serves evolution, yours and that of the whole. We have reached the pinnacle of this exploration, but this marks the beginning of a profound new chapter. You hold the keys of Thoth, understanding your power to command the universe through mastery of mind and energy. True transformation lies not only in intellectual understanding, but in constant practical integration. Weave these principles into the fabric of your daily life, making them your natural way of being, as simple as breathing. Living as a conscious commander is not about occasional rituals. It is a fundamental shift in identity, perception, and interaction. Choose thoughts consciously. Cultivate high vibrations. Hold an unwavering moment-to-moment intention as your default state. View everyday reality through this enhanced lens. When challenges arise, pause. Ask yourself, what command applies here? What inner state do I need to embody? See challenges not as obstacles, but as valuable opportunities to practice and hone your command skills. Think of them as cosmic feedback. Integrate small acts of command into your daily life. Command smooth shifts, perfect parking, clarity in conversations, inspiration for projects. Command ease and flow. Start small. Build trust by watching the universe respond. Build tangible belief through direct experience. Pay attention to synchronicities, intuitive impulses, inspired ideas, unexpected opportunities. Often they are the universe responding, presenting paths to manifestation. Act with promptness, boldness, and unshakable confidence. Vibrational command requires a sacred synergy. You issue the decree with clarity, the universe arranges the means with perfection. Your task is to recognize the signals and act with determination. Maintain an active receptivity, for answers often come through unexpected channels. Above all, consistently strive to embody the desired state. Walk, talk, think, feel, and decide as if you already possess what you have ordered in the ether. This perfect inner congruence is the most powerful signal, progressively canceling the distance between perceived reality and desired reality, thus catalyzing the process of manifestation. Always remember the weight of responsibility that accompanies this power. Exercise it with wisdom, ethics, and compassion, always aligning yourself with the highest purpose of your soul. The ultimate goal does not lie in external control, but in achieving an internal mastery that allows you to express your divine essence in its fullness. It is a path of continuous evolution towards your highest version. This message found you because you were ready to receive it. The time for passive acceptance is over. The time for conscious command has come. Thoth's legacy now lives within you through this awakened knowing. Embrace your inherent power without hesitation. Practice diligently, consistently, and patiently, maintaining an unshakable trust in the process. Fully claim your role as the conscious ruler, the architect of your personal universe. And watch with growing wonder and deep gratitude as reality gracefully reorganizes itself, responding with perfect obedience to your now awakened, focused, coherent, and benevolent will. If these words have lit a spark in you brighter than any doubt, then leave a heart, because the like represents a simple gesture, while the heart symbolizes an energetic pact. Write me, I exist in the comments, not a random word, but a solemn agreement. I will read every message, recognizing in you a traveling companion in this inner revolution. Stay connected. Sign up if you perceive that this is not just a vision, but your next evolutionary step. Don't let this be our last meeting, for the world urgently needs individuals like you who dare to command reality rather than passively suffer it. See you soon, and may every breath you take from this day forward be a conscious act of creation. And until we next meet, remember this fundamental truth. You do not merely attract, you decree, you command, you manifest.